Deep craft. Mastering focus in the age of distraction to reclaim your creative soul. You were made to make. You remember what it felt like. The quiet, the pull, the rhythm of something deeper than scrolling and stats. That thing you once made, the song, the sketch, the story, wasn't done for likes. It was for you. It was for something you couldn't name but felt like home. Now, you're busy. You multitask your way into numbness and call it productivity. But you feel it, the dull ache of the soul that hasn't made anything real in weeks. The guilt of skipping the work that matters for the work that shouts. That's why this book exists. To pull you back, to call you out, to remind you, you were made to make. Beneath the pressure to perform and the hunger for productivity lies a quieter truth. Creation is your birthright. You are not a machine to optimize. You are a soul meant to shape, mold, sing, tell, build. You are a vessel of vision, but only when you make space to listen again. The world does not need more content. It needs more creators deeply connected to their source. That source lives in you, restless, waiting. The enemy is noise. Noise is not just sound. It's everything that pulls you away from your craft. The ping of a notification, the anxiety of your inbox, the comparison spiral on your phone. They look harmless, but they are the enemy of your deepest work, of your truest self. You don't defeat them with willpower. You defeat them with ritual, with practice, with sacred time carved out for you and the work. Most people live distracted, but you're not most people. You are a maker, so make. Every time you check your phone out of habit, you're giving away a piece of your creative mind. Every time you compare your work to someone else's highlight reel, you clip your own wings. Noise is more than external. It's internal too. The doubt, the fear, the excuses, that's noise. You silence it not by shouting back, but by making. The work is the answer. We live in a dopamine economy. Attention is currency, and you are the product. But your mind was never meant to be split across 10 tabs and a dozen alerts. It was built to wander, and weave meaning from silence. To enter flow is to reclaim your full self. Ask yourself, what's the cost of constant partial attention? What's the price of never being fully here? Make your craft a sanctuary, not to escape the world, but to stay whole inside it. Deep craft is a ritual, not a hack. Forget hacks, forget shortcuts, forget life-changing apps. Craft is ritual. You show up, you do the work, you do it again. Sometimes you hate it, sometimes it flows. Doesn't matter. Craft doesn't care about your mood. It cares about your devotion. The world won't give you permission. You have to give it to yourself. Ritual doesn't mean mystical. It means reliable. A place, a time, a signal to your brain. This is sacred. Every maker you admire has a ritual, even if it's just a cup of coffee and a closed door. What matters is not how it looks, but that you protect it. The woodworker returns to the bench, the cellist to the strings, the coder to the silent screen. Every repetition is a vote for the self you want to become. Build a life that points like a compass toward creation. Make rituals that affirm your identity as a craftsperson, not just once a year, but every day. The myth of the perfect time. You say you'll begin when things settle down, when you get a better job, when you move, when the kids are older. That's the lie. Things won't get easier. Distractions won't disappear. The only moment you ever own is this one. It's messy, it's imperfect, and it's enough. Begin now, in the cracks, in the noise, in the middle of life. That's where real work happens. Creativity doesn't live in pristine conditions. It lives in the trenches. You don't need a perfect studio. You need a corner and a commitment. You don't need 5 free hours. You need 20 focused minutes. Start where you are. Use what you have. Make what you can. Think of Maya Angelou writing in hotel rooms, or J.K. Rowling scribbling scenes on napkins. Waiting is a form of fear dressed as preparation. Every day you delay, you reinforce the belief that you are not ready. Every small start proves you already are. Your attention is a sacred resource. They're not just stealing your time, they're stealing your life. Every platform is designed to fracture your focus and rent your mind. But your attention is holy. It is the gateway to your craft. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Deep work is not a trend, it's survival. Creativity requires boredom, silence, space to wander. Your best ideas are hiding beneath the noise. You don't find them while scrolling. You find them while sitting still. So guard your mornings. Turn off notifications. Schedule sacred time. Make it non-negotiable, like breathing. Neuroscience shows that attention is trainable. Neuroplasticity rewards what you repeat. When you check your phone 80 times a day, you're wiring yourself for distraction. When you commit to immersion, you rewire for depth. Train your brain to stay, to sit, to dive. That's what mastery begins with. What you create creates you. Every day you shape the work, and the work shapes you. If you only do shallow work, you become shallow. If you go deep, if you sweat and bleed and care, you grow. Want to become more focused? Do focused work. Want to become patient? Stay with the process. Your soul needs the friction of mastery. The potter becomes clay. The writer becomes the story. The painter is shaped by color. Art doesn't just come from you, it forms you. This is the real reward. Not fame, not sales, not praise. Transformation. Each project is a mirror. Each challenge a teacher. Each failure a kiln. What you craft will refine you. If you stay long enough in the fire, let yourself be shaped. Completion over perfection. Perfect is the enemy, not of good, of done. You have 100 half-finished ideas in your digital graveyard, not because they weren't good, because you never finished them. Completion is sacred. Finish things, even if they suck, especially if they suck. That's how you build muscle. That's how you grow. Done is better than perfect, every time. Finished work teaches you more than perfect ideas ever will. You can revise, edit, rebuild, but only if it exists. Get to the end, then get better. Each ending sharpens your instincts. Each launch quiets the perfectionist. Keep shipping, keep sharing, keep closing the loop. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Success is mastery, not metrics. How many likes? How many followers? How much reach? Wrong scoreboard. The right question is, did I go deep today? Did I show up? Did I move closer to mastery? Metrics don't feed your soul. Mastery does. Success isn't about being seen. It's about seeing yourself becoming who you were meant to be. Redefine your wins, time and flow, emotional truth, the feeling of finishing. Let the world chase applause. You chase truth. True success is inner resonance. You know when a piece sings. You feel it when you've touched something honest. No algorithm can measure that. Protect the flame. You have a fire. a quiet one. It burns in early mornings and late nights. It burns when you touch the work that matters. The world will try to put it out, with noise, with fear, with praise. Your job is simple. Protect the flame. That means rest. That means boundaries. That means saying no. Say no to the party so you can write. Say no to the new show so you can sketch. Say no to the scroll so you can think. You don't owe anyone your attention. You owe yourself your fire. Guard your creative soul like a hearth. If the flame dies, everything dims. Feed it with silence, with solitude, with sincere work. The inner critic is loud but powerless. You hear it. The voice that says you're not good enough, that this idea is stupid, that no one cares. It's not the truth. It's just the critic. And here's the secret. It doesn't get quieter. You just learn not to listen. You outwork it, outlast it, outlove it. The critic has no power unless you stop. So don't stop. Make art in spite of the voice, sometimes because of it. You are not the thoughts in your head. You are the hand on the brush, the fingers on the keys. Keep going. The work is the reward. The process is the point, not the followers, not the money, not the resume, not the external stamp. The doing, the making, the becoming. That's where the joy lives. The more you chase the reward, the more it runs. The more you embrace the work, the more it gives. The craft is calling, not with applause, with silence, with depth, with presence. Answer it. Real joy is found in doing the thing. Flow, focus, fulfillment, all live inside the process. The reward is becoming someone who makes. That is enough. The end is the beginning. You've read enough. Now put this down. Close the tabs. Turn off the noise. Find the quiet. And do the work. That's what deep craft is. Not a theory, a practice. Start now. This page is your invitation. This moment is your tool. Create. Keep showing up. There's no secret, no guru, no magic system. There's only this. Show up, do the work, repeat. Not once, every day. Not perfectly, consistently. You'll get better. You'll get deeper. You'll get free. Not because you hacked life, but because you committed to craft. That's the way. And you already know it. So start walking. Again, and again, and again.